Hello everyone, I'm group leader Samantha Martinez and today we'll be talking about McKee food issues. My group members are Lorenzo and Sebastian. The issue at hand here is that the company McKee Foods had to issue an allergy alert on undeclared pecans and Little Debbie's Mini Nutty Buddy Cookie Bite sandwich cookies. So 25 cases were recalled for this reason, and the states that were recalled from were Kentucky, North Carolina, and Tennessee. So the company announcement was released on September 10th, 2021. The FDA published it on September 11th. The reason was for undeclared pecans, the McKee Foods Company Little Debbie brand, and the product was their Mini Nutty Buddy Cookie Bites sandwich cookies. So this means that people who have an allergy or severe sensitivity to pecans had the risk of a serious or life-threatening allergic reaction if they were to consume these products. Someone with this allergy would have not known that pecans were an ingredient, and they could have bought and eaten it without knowing the risk that it would have had on them. So, this was considered a chemical hazard. The small cookies contained pecans in packaging that did not reveal the presence of tree nuts. And in food safety, an allergen is considered a chemical hazard. So, that's what this was. This recall was handled well. It was initiated immediately after it was discovered that the product containing pecans was in incorrect packaging, and the company announced it and warned all locations that it were sent to as soon as possible. So, pecan allergy symptoms can look like hives, difficulty swallowing, shortness of breath, nasal congestion, itching of mouth, throat, eyes, and skin, abdominal pain, and anaphylaxis. So, in order to control this, people who have a nut allergy are usually born with it, but in order to control the prevention of having a reaction, they have to avoid the food and make sure that their foods don't contain it by either checking labels or asking chefs to accommodate their needs. They carry prescribed medication with them, which usually is an EpiPen, which is used when they're having an allergic reaction or after they've consumed the food they're allergic to, which in this case would be pecans. And it's very important that it's known if an item contains pecans so people with this allergy can avoid it to prevent a reaction. There's several similar outbreaks, and it seems that this is kind of a common mistake to happen. So, undeclared tree nuts and mislabeled cranberry biscotti in March 2021, undeclared Brazil nuts in Superior Nut Company product August 2021, undeclared tree nuts in Ben & Jerry's ice cream April 2019, and Cliff Bar's undeclared nuts in July 2017. These are just a few of the similar outbreaks. Some of them were the exact same, where there's an accident in the labeling and it didn't include that there were nuts in it. Or in some cases, it was where the nuts were in it unintentionally and they didn't realize it until afterwards. So there's a kind of similarity in most of them, but for most of the case, it's also just the packaging was incorrect. So it seems like it can be a common mistake that happens. And although it can be a small mistake, it's a very serious one because it can lead to a potential hazard for people who are allergic to the nuts. So this incident puts consumers' health at great risk if they have any allergy to pecans. Nut allergies tend to be very serious, so consuming one could lead to death in some cases. This can cause people to question the responsibility of both the brand and the company, so it can seriously affect the health of certain consumers. So, the recall of these items will have an economic impact to the company and brand. Money will be lost since the cookies they paid to make will never be sold. It will cost money for them to put out the announcements and have all the items that were recalled sent back to them. The brand and company will have to closely watch to see how the mistake was made so that they can prevent it from happening again. And people with nut allergies who ate the product will now have the opportunity to sue the company for any damages. And overall, the company just loses time and money, which may now lead to less customers because they may be scared of this incident happening again. After showing this presentation to my group members, Lorenzo said that it was very informative because he himself is allergic to pecans, walnuts, peanuts, and cashews. So it helped him understand more information on his struggles and those who also suffer. and just how important it is to be on top of this stuff. He said that this means that food safety is really important, especially for those who are highly allergic to certain items, because for one, not everyone is able to carry the medicine needed in case of a reaction like an EpiPen. He said he himself doesn't have it, so food safety is definitely really important, and it is important that these items are recalled once you find out that something was undeclared, because someone with an allergy can be put at serious risk. Sebastian's response was that it's interesting to see how quickly the company announced and the FDA published the information. It shows that our food safety is taken very seriously, because situations like this can put people's lives at risk, and that it's scary that small mistake is somewhat common, but relieving to know that people are on top of it and making sure our food is safe to the public and that we're aware of what's inside it. So, in conclusion, it's super important to always read the labels when buying things. And if you have any allergies, it's important that you're also checking for recent recalls near you to ensure that you're not at risk. Food safety is very important, especially with someone with a serious allergy is at risk. So just make sure to stay safe, and thank you for watching.